quite liked Jurassic Park 4 / Jurassic World 1. Sure, it lacks depth and character development and logic and sensible shoes, but for me, it did its job in terms of kicking off this new era of Jurassic films by moving everything slightly forward, but also at the same time retreading familiar ground. Kinda like The Force Awakens in that respect. Yeah, it's a fun film. And it also had that bit where the big fish dinosaur grabbed the new dinosaur and they went, dying, help, no. And also the bit where Vinny D'Onofrio tried to pet a raptor for some reason and then was all, ha, ha, ha. The trailers though for Jurassic Park 5 / Jurassic World 2, subtitled Fallen Kingdom, never really grabbed me though. For one, huge chunks of this movie appear to have been revealed very early on in the promotion, and I had the sinking feeling that we weren't going to see anything new out of this series anymore. That being said, I also knew that J.A. Bayona was directing, and he's shown to be more than capable of striking a balance between special effects with smaller, more human moments. But then I heard that it's not great, but it's also not the worst. So essentially, that's what I had in mind going into this film. Story goes this time around that the island with all the dinosaurs on it, plus an old Jurassic Park world, is abandoned, and it's a good thing too, because it's also now the home of a very active volcano. It's almost as if the Earth is screaming, "Hey! Stop making dinosaurs!" So it's decided that the dinosaurs that haven't been eaten, that remain on the island, will be removed in the name of conservation. But maybe the motivations are a bit more sinister, but no spoilers here. What am I, the trailers? And that's how we get the beloved returning characters of Chris Pratt's character and Bryce Dallas Howard's character. So it turns out that Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is fine. It's fine, pretty run-of-the-mill, middle-of-the-road, standard stuff, whatever you want to call it. This movie is divided equally-ish, so I guess not really equally, into two parts: Dinosaur Island mayhem, and then spooky Dinosaur Mansion madness. And there are some good elements in each, and fun moments, but there's nothing that I think will really stick with me. I mean, take the first Jurassic Park. The things that still stand out. You could say this scene, this scene, this scene, this scene. And for Fallen Kingdom, there's a bit from the trailer where the T-Rex roars in front of a volcano, I guess. Oh, actually, there's another quite sad bit with as I leave it. You'll probably know when you say it. But I need to also mention that there's a new dinosaur. Remember the Indominus Rex? Well, it's that, but it's small enough to run down a corridor. And again, there's the idea touched upon in the last that dinosaurs can and should be weaponized. I've never been able to comprehend this though. Why? But more importantly, how? There's a moment where an Ankylosaurus is rolled out and it said, "This dinosaur is just like a living tank." Yeah, okay, but is that better than a tank you can actually sit 6 people safe inside of, and it's got a big gun on the front? There's even a moment with the new dinosaur where it said it can take commands more acutely than a human. And nobody's like, "Yeah, excuse me, can you tell us specifically how? Could you train one to deliver mail? Could I ask one to change a toilet paper roll?" In what ways is this terrifying monster that barely responds to anything other than a stun gun take directions better than any living person or even a slightly trained dog? This movie also takes a lot of cues from previous films, specifically the first, whether it be lines or little action beats. If you are familiar with that movie, you'll no doubt spot them. It even borrows from Jurassic World 1 with the inevitable moment where all the dinosaurs get out and everyone's in full panic mode, and you cut to the scientists in the lab going, "Yep, it's happening again. Pack up the eggs and the blood and whatever. Let's get the fuck out of here." And look, the cast is fine, new and old. We even get the inclusion of Jeff Goldblum, though he's not really super interesting. He's just in a boardroom a couple of times and he's like, "Hey, I told you dinosaurs are no good, and now look what you've done." Did you even see the Lost World Jurassic Park 2, where the T-Rex attacks San Diego? Or are those movies not in continuity anymore? Anyways, what is set up for the next film is kind of an intriguing premise, so I'll be back for that, I guess. You know what? Let's be realistic. I'll be back no matter what it was. All in all, I don't think I enjoyed this as much as Jurassic World. But here's the thing about the Jurassic Park World Solar System, whatever, franchise. It doesn't seem possible that anyone is going to be able to match the spectacle plus wonder and awe of the Spielberg original. It's been done. That movie was made, and it's fantastic, and I'm sure that anyone who's never seen it would still have an absolute blast going into it for the first time. But we've seen so many Jurassic World Park universe movies since then, plus just dinosaurs in movies in general, so there's bound to be diminishing returns when it comes to being wowed by dinosaurs. This series now feels like more of a ride than anything else, which isn't a bad thing by any stretch, but I just don't think anything like this scene, which is really just a conversation and also one of the best moments in any of the films, we're not really going to be seeing something like that ever again. We've moved too far away from it, which is a shame, but you know, that's Hollywood, baby! Presumably, I don't really know, I'm not really sure. I went to the sign once, but it held so few answers. But look, what do you think of Jurassic Park 5, Fallen Kingdom 2, Jurassic World Dinosaur Mayhem? And do you have a ranking for all these films? Because I would love to hear it in the comments. And so would the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribe and bell icon for more videos, as there's something here every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And also I have a podcast called The Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. Next Monday's episode is going to be on The Incredibles 2, along with an interview with Saw co-creator and Upgrade director and writer Lee Winnell. All that is also linked below, or you can find it over at planetbroadcasting.com. But thanks for watching this. I appreciate it. Take care.